Hello, thrill seekers. You're on the Adrenaline Police Dashcam channel. This is where the real drive begins. Get ready for endless tension, from dangerous shootouts to madmen stealing armored vehicles, crazy people dragging mangled cars along the highway, and incredible action that is hard to believe. Where chaos, speed, and total lawlessness collide, that's where the real adventures begin. Stay with us. It's going to be hot. September 8th, 2024, Clearwater, Florida. An unusual incident occurred right at the intersection when the driver refused to move at a green traffic light. Police officers tried to stop the car, but the intruder turned onto the US 19 frontage road. When it became clear that he was trying to escape, a risky chase began through the city streets. The suspect was weaving between the lanes, crashed into a white SUV at high speed, and almost caused a serious accident. The police understood that it was necessary to stop the driver as soon as possible before he caused harm to others. Ignoring the red traffic lights and the basic rules of the road, he flew into another car at full speed. This was the last straw. It was necessary to stop what was happening immediately. The first move didn't produce the desired result, but the second maneuver was accurate. A patrol car pushed his car off the roadway, and it crashed into a concrete fence with a bang. That was the end of the chase. However, even after the accident, the driver continued to behave aggressively. He tried to free the jammed car, not responding to the demands of the police. Even when the officer pointed a gun at him, he wasn't going to give up. But there was no escape route left. Having reached an impasse, the violator was forced to raise his hands. It was the only thing he could do. Even after his arrest, he resisted, but law enforcement officers quickly brought the situation under control. The offender was handcuffed. He now faces serious charges, including attempting to evade police, dangerous driving, and endangering the life and health of others. His actions led to a high-profile denouement, vividly highlighting the risks that police officers face on a daily basis and the serious consequences of irresponsible behavior on the road. But the next chase turned out to be even crazier. Go. July 8, 2022, Texas. A high-speed chase unfolded on the I-30 highway when Texas police officers began chasing a red 2020 Hyundai Elantra. According to preliminary data, suspects in the transportation of prohibited substances were in the car. During their escape, they threw bags of white powder out of the windows, leaving behind not only the streets but also a long chain of physical evidence, behind which there was a much deeper story. The car raced along the highway, reaching a terrifying speed of 211 km/h. The driver dodged between cars, creating a real threat to everyone who happened to be nearby on the road. The police tried to intercept the intruder by building barrages and roadblocks, but each time he somehow escaped, flying past at breakneck speed. When the chase had already lasted more than 36 miles, about 58 kilometers, in a heavily trafficked area, Corporal David Hamilton took advantage of the situation and, acting flawlessly accurately, used the pit maneuver, taking the Elantra off the road and into a roadside ditch. The suspect's car turned out to be dangerously close to oncoming traffic. The accident was avoided by a miracle.
Stay back! Hamilton, come back!
Walk backwards! Keep coming! Walk backwards! Keep coming! Keep coming! Keep coming! Stop!
Get out!
Turn around! Come here! Turn around!
Hey, I'm on my feet. I don't give a fuck.
Walk backwards! Come here! Keep going!
A little earlier, police officers from Hope and representatives of the Arkansas police managed to spread the spikes, damaging the wheels of the intruder. This made it possible to carry out the seizure. The operation was well coordinated and thought out to the smallest detail. Larry L. Pope and Kendrick Bailey were arrested. During the search of the car, several types of prohibited substances were found, and a whole arsenal of evidence that could play a key role in the investigation. Pope is accused of serious offenses: attempting to escape from the police, endangering life during arrest, and illegal drug possession. Bailey also faces serious charges under the article on the distribution and possession of prohibited substances. All the drugs found have been sent to the state laboratory for examination. With such evidence, the final point of this story may well be a prison bench. Do you think the police used spikes fairly, or was it worth continuing the usual chase? Write in the comments. September 9th, 2012, I-540 Highway, Arkansas. The morning started unexpectedly for drivers. A black sedan sped along the highway at a tremendous speed, about 134 km/h. Sergeant Mike Bowman tried to stop the intruder, but he was clearly not going to obey. Thus began a tense and unpredictable chase, which was remembered by all who witnessed it. The driver was a black girl. She repeatedly tried to evade the police by maneuvering through the streets and making sharp turns. A patrol approached her car at one of the intersections, but considering the risk to others, it was decided to temporarily retreat in order to avoid a threat to public safety. Later, the police set up an ambush, which led to a small collision with a truck. Despite the damage, the suspect continued driving, refusing to stop. During the next maneuver, her car lost control, but she quickly regained control and continued to flee. However, when she contacted the Arkansas police, she made a mistake. The decisive application of the pit maneuver stopped her car.
We're coming up on 50. I'm turning around, trying to catch back up.
The woman ignored orders, resisted, and Officer Price had to forcibly remove her from the cabin and neutralize her. A few seconds later, she was handcuffed and the situation was brought under control. Angela McConnell was detained with a head injury. On the way, she attacked a paramedic and later confessed to using methamphetamine. She is charged with attempted flight, assaulting a medical officer, resisting arrest, and drug-related offenses. Did the police do the right thing? Write your opinion in the comments. And we're moving on. Do you think today's chase was on the verge? Then it gets hotter. Speeds beyond the limits of reason, daring attempts to evade pursuit, and such powerful collisions that it takes your breath away. Stay tuned. There's only more interesting things ahead. Subscribe and click on the bell to not miss the next issue. See you in the new chase.